Canva famously don't report their financials.
Yeah.
So we've been desperate to talk about Canva's financials, try and work out what the hell is Canva worth, because this is the business.
They don't report them more than they have to, you mean?
They don't really report anything.
Well, don't they have to report to ASIC?
No, they don't report. I think they're Delaware business.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So we know nothing about Canva.
Yeah.
Basically nothing. Well, tell us if you look
except
at
what they selectively disclose.
And we love Mel and Cliff
Yeah.
and Cam. They're unbelievable entrepreneurs. But what we've never known is how do we value this
Yeah.
business? And I've got some. I wouldn't say I've got detailed financials. I've got some financials because, as the friend of the pod told me, every Australian business still has to lodge tax information.
Right.
So this very resourceful friend of the pod went to the ATO or website and said, and I said to them, have you got like the last few years of tax info? He goes, well, I do.
Can anyone get that info?
Anyone can get it.
Oh,
so
I was unaware of
little
that.
did I know, I was unaware as well. So 2023, total income, 1.43 billion. This is called revenue,
Yep.
it must be. Or maybe it's like off gross profit or whatever. Taxable income, 69 million. Pretty good.
Make some money.
Yeah, I think this is Australian dollars.
Yep.
So it makes money, didn't pay any tax, but good result. 2024, so that was 2 years ago. 2024, so a year and a bit, half ago. Total income, 2.2 billion.
So fast growing.
54%.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, fast growing.
Total income, 224 million.
That sounds good.
124%. Paid 49 million tax. So paid real tax. So
Yep.
good story. Like
Yep.
good, great business.
Almost maybe the only people on the tech council that pay tax in Australia.
Probably.
Yeah.
So great result. My asterisk though is, what is this business worth based on this limited financial information? Given we had this SaaS catastrophe in the last week, and we've obviously got the Figma comp, which I'll give you in a second. But
Well, you don't have. That's the last year you've got data for.
so we're a year behind.
Yeah.
So let's assume it grew again. So you probably say, assuming the same growth, it's probably incomes at 3 billion, 3.5, and so total income and taxable income probably up to call it 400 million.
So I think. So what you're saying is in 24, is that the number you gave me last?
I'm suggesting a 25.
They had
number.
a 10% profit margin,
Yes.
taxable income.
Yes.
And you assume they can push that up to 15%, right? And so
Well-
you've got, I think they could. So you think they might do 3 bill and maybe 450.
Yeah.
Yep. I totally agree
got
with
this
that.
year.
That seems reasonable.
And they're
This
good
may or may
upgrades.
not be reflective of their real numbers, but we can just use it as a proxy because
Well, this is tax.
I know, but like, is all of, I was going to say is all of their revenue being reported in Australia, but this kind of lines up with what their ARR would be. If this would be their revenue, if their ARR was right.
You've seen that ARR,
Yeah,
haven't you?
yeah, that's right. No, that kind of makes sense.
So let's say they made 400 million last year,
Yeah.
which is a great number, like very good
And
number.
there is a question of what the hell you do with $1.8 billion in expenses.
Oh, but compared to Atlassian, which has
I know, but I just never understand this crazy amount of expenditure. All these businesses.
yeah, a lot of people who work there. But let's just assume these numbers are roughly correct. Our sort of made up.
So what would you? So that would be 25, and then you could extrapolate forward for 26.
Yep.
What are you going to give them? Take them. It's just highly speculative because we're
Yeah.
making up 25, and now we're going to make
Yeah.
up 26. Are you going to give them another 50% growth?
Yeah. So
Be,
600
be
million.
generous,
So
right?
go to 600 million.
But like, go to that. So their revenue would go to 4.5 bill.
Yeah.
And you would let them keep. No, you got to let them keep more than 600 of that. They've
Pretty strong.
well, let's be nice. Let's give them 800. They're heading towards 20% margins.
I think you're being a bit too nice there.
Maybe, but then if we
Yeah.
can't be nasty if we give
I'm
them.
not,
I know, but
like-
you know what I mean. Like we can't say, oh well, they're underestimated.
Yeah. Okay.
You can say
800. Yeah. Fine.
So
That'd be very strong.
what do we say? 4.5 bill with 800 mil of.
That'd be us making
taxable
almost as
earnings.
much as like a Woolworths, by the
Yeah,
way.
but I
But like,
think- all right, let's just say, okay.
Yeah.
So how would you value that business? What would you think about that? I mean, that's an easy business to value on earnings.
yeah.
Because let's say 600 to 800 mil growing at 45% top line.
Yeah.
And the earnings will be growing faster than whatever their top line
I
is growing
think
at.
50 times earnings.
Yeah, I think that would be fair.
Yeah. So 50 times 800. That gets
800 or 600, whatever you want. 30 to 40 bill
billion
AUD.
AU. So
Yeah.
the last valuation was above 60 AU, I think. So
Right.
it feels like a lot of VCs could be a bit ahead of the skis, I think, especially in the last few. So
And so what earnings multiple is Figma running at after their
Figma's
pummeling?
Figma's really hard. I looked at Figma's numbers. It's like, it's a debauchery because there's numbers go. Remember they had that whole breakup fee from
Yeah,
Adobe,
that's right.
and then they make money some months, they lose money. I'm like, they're basically losing money.